So, a little time ago I installed Linux Lite on this Compaq Deskpro because it advertised being really lightweight and good for old computers. That's what Ubuntu says also, and that didn't perform so good on here. But I think it was because of a driver issue. The power management wouldn't work, and the graphics would not, well, work at all. So, um, I tried a Debian there, it worked fine, but this is again based of Ubuntu, but just Ubuntu 12.04, so I guess that was the problem there. Anyway, it is here called Linux Lite 1.0.8, processor Pentium 3 still, 1 gigahertz, 506 megabytes of RAM. So yeah, pretty much typical old computer. Operating system precise, that's Ubuntu 12.04, and yeah, you get all the really detailed information about the hardware here. Don't even know what that is, all floating point unit. Yeah, some of it I may know, but wow, it's not like it's not like I ever need all of this, but it's cool. And yeah, you can even do benchmarks here. So yeah, let's do some basic stuff. Let's go into Firefox web browser because the Chrome doesn't want to launch for some reason. Doesn't matter. It's overrated anyway. So yeah, here you go. Firefox. Let's try first a little lightweight website I made out of WordPress. So here it is. It's WordPress blog, really lightweight, works just like it should. Little lag here, but well, it's got 32 megs of RAM, the graphics card too. This is still, wow, good performance out of it. So yeah, that's a pretty basic, very lightweight website, because most of today's websites aren't like this. They've got lots of JavaScript and lots of animation crap, so let's go to one that is like this. And that's one actually hand coded by me, so I know the ins and outs of it, and it's pretty hard. It doesn't look like this, but it's got a lot of background scripts and crap that, you know, with SQL also. So yeah, so it's not just this, it's also MySQL, of course, because it's a freaking blog. But well, the server is pretty busy, I would say. It's a free server, they always suck. About time to get my own web server. Stupid buggy browser. Don't know what that is. Stupid bug of the new Firefox. I had that happening on Windows as well. Can't you just launch the damn website? Yep. There you go. It's in a cache, that's why it loads so fast. Yeah, this got a lot of animation. Let's try reloading it and see the animations. Yeah, sort of. Yeah, sort of. Well, there you go. Doesn't look like it, just looks like a standard website, but it's got a lot of crap inside of it. Yep, because that would load like really fast. That would be just a damn table. Anyway, here you go. Web browsing works meh. I mean, if you just search something on Google, then it's fine. But if you really like, try Wikipedia. But real web browsing doesn't really work right on here anymore. Well, obviously, it's an old computer. But stuff like this just works fine, so if you're a person that goes online like once a month, this is good. Where it is pretty fast though is Office stuff. So you can see LibreOffice, it's the latest version. And I only had to manually install it because it insisted, the update manager insisted on having the latest version, and that is 3, and well, that's not the latest version at all. So as you can see here, it's running the latest version of LibreOffice. And since 4 it became a way better, so here you go, 4.0, actually not, 4.2, yeah. They like release updates like every single day. Probably by the time I make this video, it's even 4 versions newer. Anyway, they're pretty similar, all of them. Like since 4.1 they had this stuff here. And here you go, here's a document. And you can just do some basic stuff with it, and well, even some complex one I like to say, because well, this is still good for stuff like that. So yeah, there's nothing wrong with using it as an office computer for writing documents. On Windows it's a little slower, but on here with Linux it's pretty snappy, as you just saw. Email also works with Thunderbird, which I didn't expect, by the way. It's made by Mozilla, and they always tend to make really RAM-heavy software. The Lite comes with this software. It's called Lite Software Center. It's nothing else than the Linux Mint Software Center, or what they call it. Just that it's called Lite Software Center, and here you go. You can choose what the hell you want to install. Pretty cool. So yeah, it has this menu here. It's like Ubuntu. I'm not a big fan of these menus. They're really lightweight, but I just always find that these are just like Windows 2000 and 98 and 95, like all of those classic Windows menus. I never liked those. I do prefer the menu which has my computer and my documents and my pictures and stuff inside of it, like the XP and Windows 7 menus. So, well, this is a little nicer because it's at least sorted with internet and graphics and multimedia, but yeah, I don't like this, but for this computer it's fine. I mean, it's not like I used it as my main system. And it's pretty lightweight also, so yeah, I can get the VLC here, which works pretty nicely. The computer just struggles at playing 720p. It can't play HD anymore. It just gets choppy and, well, locks up the machines. I won't show you that. But it can play until 480p nicely. I'll show you with Minitube, which is a YouTube app, which is pretty buggy though, but it ditches the Flash player, which is good because I hate it. And that makes it able to, well, play YouTube videos on computers like this. Because you cannot use YouTube. It crashed, great. You cannot use YouTube on the browser on these things. You can use YouTube anyway on the browser on any computer, but on this one it would be worse. Please don't crash again. Probably it's got something to do with this I just clicked. There we go. Now, this is running in 360p. You can adjust the settings to 720p or 1080p if you want so, but I set it to 360 because it's perfect and it's fine for me there. And well, I don't have any sound because I don't have speakers hooked up, but that doesn't matter. See here, this is working like a charm, like it should be. Fuck the Flash player. Pretty nice little app there. So unfortunately it doesn't have a feature where I can log in and see your subscriptions and comments and stuff like this. It only has this latest and most viewed stuff here. Probably not, it's gonna crash. Nope, not even. Anyway, it's a pretty unstable though application. I need to find a better one, but for what it is, it works good. Huh. There's life out of the browser. Yeah, there you go. So, let's see the task manager, see how much the system actually takes. Well, it's a different one I'm used to anyway. processors were. Okay, yeah, the XFCE. By the way, yes, this distro is based off the XFCE desktop, so if you're asking, this is just a modified XFCE environment, which I like because it's pretty snappy, and the file manager is like OS 10 Tiger. As you can see there, just with a address bar, which is awesome. Why can't Mac do that by default? They, like, why? There's absolutely no reason why not. Psst. Whatever. So yeah, this is it. Don't have much installed on here. Gebra, well, it's not a lot required to run this anyway. FileZilla. Yeah, LibreOffice, Wine also. And yeah, that's about it. Let's see if I still have something else. We get the periodic table. There you go. It's always cool. Union Hexium. Probably this is wrong, which I said on English, but German is like this. Whatever. That was pretty recent. 2001. Okay. So, yeah, pretty random there. Yeah, that's the Compaq Deskpro EN running Linux Lite, dual booted with Windows XP. And I gotta say, this is running really fast. And if you have an old computer laying around, don't throw it away, put Linux Lite on it, or just Linux in general, because it is generally better on old computers. So yeah, I hope you liked the video, and I'll see you really soon.